Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would do another plan with me for you guys. So I have actually gone ahead and just set up the pages that I need for the week so that it can just be I can just go straight into the planning. I am continuing to use this weekly insert from Printable Kate. Let me show you how it's been going so far. I just really love kind of reflecting on our day, just in a few short lines. So yeah, I'm keeping that. These are double printed, so this weekly insert is a separate insert, and then this kind of watercolor one is another insert. So I just double print it, so either way, you can print one and then the other, or vice versa. But I just love that kind of layered look. And then I have already tipped in this acetate that I foiled, I designed and foiled myself. And I thought I would just continue with the kind of galaxy theme that I've been going with anyway. So the last couple of weeks I've done, that was last week, or this week rather, and then the previous week as well. And I thought, since I had kind of set up my November to look like a bit galaxy anyway, I thought, why not just continue? It's kind of my favorite planner theme anyway. So let me just grab a drink of water. I have gone ahead and set up my days. These header stickers are from Little Ida's notebook, and I actually remembered not to time my weekend this time. I usually always forget and just continue. I did start off using this TWSBI Eco Fountain pen for my times, but I think the ink in here, which is this Waterman Paris blue ink, is very wet, and so it was taking ages for the pages to dry. So I'm gonna actually switch out my pen to my absolute favorite pen, which is the Jetstream Uni, but I'm going to use the blue one instead. So yeah, let's just get started. I need to just move down my clip to remind me which week we are in. The first thing I always do is just kind of check that I don't have anything during school hours, because that's what I like to mark down first. So I am going to just use this pink. And we generally kind of go from 9:30 to 12, half 12. I don't think we're going to be doing anything on Wednesday, because I do have a work thing that's unavoidable, the timing of it. I can't really change the timing of it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just get the kids to do a little bit of their independent work during that time, but I'm not actually going to be able to do any teaching myself. I do try and avoid doing that as much as possible, but unfortunately it was out of my hand. It's an online professional development training course that I need to do. So I will just write down, shall I use stickers? Not sure. I have left some gap here at the bottom for some washi tape. So I am switching over to a voiceover, because for some reason the sound from this point of the video onwards was just really low. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I must have knocked my phone or something. But yeah, I'm just using this it's like a card holder, I guess, from Muji, and I've just got majority of my washi that I use most often and that I would want to use in my planner. Just kind of sample sizes of it wrapped up on little gift cards or playing cards, which are the same size as a debit or a credit card, which I think is what that card holder is meant for. I usually don't lay down washi when I'm doing my pre-planning, because I just never know how much space I'm going to need in my planner. But because we are obviously in lockdown here in the UK for the rest of the month, and that means our gyms are closed, and I'm not going to meet out I'm not going out to meet friends or things like that. I kind of know that that evening block in the evenings, that time block in the evenings, can't speak today, is just going to be empty, because past like 7-8 o'clock, when I put the kids to bed and I've read to them, and I've cleaned up and everything, it's just kind of time for me to chill out and hang out like with my husband maybe. So yeah, I just decided I would just put the washi down when I'm doing my pre-planning. And then yeah, basically we don't have, like I said, much going on this week. I've got a couple of work things. So yeah, homeschool, and then on Wednesday I have I think I write down on there it's a Zoom conference, but it's not really. It's more like a webinar. So I had one. These were supposed to be like things that were scheduled in like in-person training, but obviously because of COVID and all that, everything's kind of moved online. So there's been a couple that I've kind of missed that I have to catch up on, but I did attend one last week, and it was on, I think it was called The Harmful Effects of Pornography on Children, which, like, I obviously work in this field in child protection, and you know, this is something that I kind of already know a lot about, but even for me, that webinar was so eye-opening. Like, I think just the statistics and the sheer number of children who say that they've been exposed to like hardcore pornography, and the impact that they themselves say it's had on them, was really kind of shocking to hear. And then yeah, just kind of learning about what the UK government is doing in terms of making sure children don't have access to these kind of images and videos, and then globally as well, what, as a global community, what we are doing, which frankly is not enough. So yeah, I've just got another one of those kind of webinars on Wednesday. Because it's already like, it's just a thing that's booked in. I don't have a say in the timing of it. Generally, if it's like meetings and stuff like that, I can work around my homeschool hours and my kids and things like that. But when it's just kind of, I guess, like a seminar that's available for everybody, I don't have a say in the timing. But it's okay. Like, my kids are quite old now. My eldest, Vishaka, is 13 and Ishvari is 9, going on 10. So yeah, they're kind of old enough that I can just give them like their work. I'll say to them like, get this, this and this done, and they can work through their stuff. They can do their piano practice on their own, and then my husband does maths with them anyway. So I will just do that on Wednesday. And yeah, I think like I have marked their piano lessons, which strangely enough, because we are home educators, we are allowed to have our in-person piano lessons are allowed to continue, because I think for school kids it's seen as an extracurricular activity, but for home educators it's not. So yeah, they're going to continue going to their lessons. I thought like their teacher would have moved it online, but because she's allowed to, and obviously it's better if it's in person, she's got to take like, all the precautions, wearing masks, sanitizing and all that. So that's kind of our only appointment, I guess, outside of the house. We are going to try and do like the woods. So we normally go to the woods with friends on Fridays. That's obviously not happening because we're not allowed to meet with groups of people. But I think I'm going to keep that time slot for the woods anyway. So we do try and like take the kids out for a walk every day. But I actually don't have a car at the moment, and I haven't had a car for a few weeks now because it's being repaired and they kind of can't figure out what's wrong with it. So I'm dependent on my husband for like lifts to places. So the woods are not far, but they're like about maybe 5 or 6 minutes drive away from our house. So he needs to like to come with us. So yeah, although ideally I would like to be going to the woods every day with them, which is kind of what we would do around this time if we were on lockdown, because he also works from home and he's working on building the homeschool room as well, we kind of decided that since Friday is our family day, we would go to the woods on a Friday afternoon just for a few hours. So I've just marked that in there, and then also I think on Tuesday, I don't think I've marked it yet, but I will mark that we will try and get poetry tea time in, which if you're kind of a homeschooler or home educator, you might have heard of this. It was, I guess it's like from the brave writer, from Julie Bogart, who started it off, that you, like, in order to encourage kids to love and appreciate poetry, you kind of make it special. So once a week, generally, like, it will be on a Tuesday, but it can be any day of the week, I kind of will make like hot chocolate or tea or juice, and then like some fruit, and then I'll normally bake something, or the kids will bake something, and we have like a little bit of a, I guess, like a tea party, and we like sit and read like poetry together. We all take turns like sharing our favourite ones, or sometimes the kids have written their own poems as well that they will share with us. And it's just a really nice kind of family bonding thing. It's part of our homeschool like routine, ritual, I guess, and we've been doing it for so many years that the kids just absolutely love it. And it's given me a new appreciation for poetry as well, because when I was in school, I absolutely hated poetry, and I think it's because like the teachers just made us analyse it to death and try to understand what it meant, and there was just not really any enjoyment that came from it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to give my children, is to just before you try and analyse it and break it down and, you know, dissect it, just develop like a love for it and an appreciation for it. So yeah, that's kind of what we do on a Tuesday afternoon. And generally my husband, if he's home, if he's not working, he will join us. So he's a firefighter. He works for London Fire Brigade. So he works on, like, he does shift work. So sometimes, you know, he's around. Sometimes he's not, because his shifts are on like a 8-day rotation rather than a 7-day. So yeah, that's kind of it. And then I'm just writing like a list of things that I need to get done using my reference sheet that you see there. I do have a separate video on that to kind of like explain exactly what that is and what I've got on mine, which I will put a card up above for you guys if you wanted to check that out. And I think I'm kind of getting towards the end of the plan with me. I basically will just go through my monthly checklist that you saw there and just see if there's anything that I can add to my days. I generally will check like various lists that I have tabbed on here, like brain dump lists, kids, you know, to do with the kids, and just see, is there stuff that I can get done? Is there time for me to get those things done in between homeschool? And then, so other than Wednesday, I think I've also got a meeting on Monday evening. Yep, there. And that also is online. So what I usually do after this is just kind of process my previous week's pages as well, which I didn't do on camera. But yeah, I'll just go through my previous pages, like for this week and the week before, and see if I've left anything out, if I need to just kind of leave it where it is for now and highlight it because it's not really got anywhere to go, or if it doesn't need to be moved. Yeah, sometimes I do have outstanding things for like a couple of weeks ago, but it's not anything that's time sensitive. And then yeah, I will just move forward things or add them to my monthly, or if I have a weekly, which I don't recently, then I will just add it to my weekly list. And I think here I was just cutting out a sticker that was a little finicky. I think I received it and they weren't cut properly, but she did send me a replacement sheet. But just marking off that Saturday is my day off, and that's kind of it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.